Muslims certainly know about a figure named Dajjal. Dajjal is a liar and slanderer who was born from Jewish descent. In various narrations it is explained that the Dajjal will later be killed by Prophet Isa Alaihissalam at the end of time, with the permission of Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala. Many think that the Dajjal is not a human but an incarnation of the devil or a genie. However, Dajjal is in fact a human being like any other human being. Dajjal has the advantage to do such a great deception. His death has also been suspended by Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala like the Prophet Isa Alaihissalam. Dajjal was born in the land of Samaria or Samaria. This country is in Palestine and is known to be the legacy of Prophet Sulaiman Alaihissalam. Dajjal was born from a descendant of a Jewish couple who for 31 years were not blessed with a child. When Dajjal was born, he was a baby who was so miserable for his parents. As described by Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, if the Dajjal's parents went through marriage for 31 years without a child. After that, a child was born, namely Dajjal with a blind eye condition. Dajjal was born 100 years before the birth of Prophet Musa Alaihissalam. Dajjal's own parents are idol worshippers in the form of a cow. Dajjal's father is tall and has a nose like a bird's beak, while his mother was fat, with long arms and large breasts. According to Dr. Isa Dad in his book, The Appearance of the Dajjal in the Bermuda Triangle, the Dajjal was born 100 years before the birth of Prophet Musa Alaihissalam. Some say that the forerunner of the Dajjal was born from the name Musa Samirah, the maker of the golden calf idol. While in the book LHD Zaru I Masik ad Dajjal, it is mentioned, Dajjal was born from a relationship when his mother was menstruating, then there was a pregnancy as the influence of Satan's actions. It is said, on a frightening night accompanied by a gust of wind and heavy rain, the husband and wife heard the voice of a female cow statue which they considered to be their god. Then the statue announced to them that a child would be born. Satan knows the husband and wife's desire for a son. Because of that, Satan deceived the idol as if giving the gift of children and asking for sacrifices. The woman also gave birth to a son, but both eyes were disabled from birth. Since his birth, Dajjal does not want to breastfeed and always sleeps either night or day and rarely wakes up. Until his mother's breasts experienced severe swelling and caused extraordinary heat, and 2 months later her mother died. It's not just his mother who feels the misery. So did his father. As for the misery that the Dajjal brought to his father, after about 4 years, the Dajjal has only been silent and has slept since his birth. One night the boy moved on all fours like a toddler. He walked towards the idol, then slept by the side of the statue. The father woke up the next day and found his son asleep in the lap of their god statue. His father called his neighbors and the news spread. Local residents flocked to see it. This news was heard by the city magistrate, and he wanted to have the child who was considered to be a blessing. So he sent spies to make plans. Then he brought Dajjal's father to the city magistrate and was forced to admit that the news was the product of his own fabrication. Because of that, Dajjal's father was forced to admit that it was he who had raised his son and put him in the cow statue's lap. Because Dajjal's father denied the accusations, he was imprisoned and tortured, while Dajjal is taken by the judge and treated in the palace. In facing the torture in prison, Dajjal's father is not strong, so he is forced to admit that the news is only a fabrication. After that, Dajjal's father was expelled. So he was left alone because of his son's actions. In exile, Dajjal's father dies in his agony. After being in the palace for about 1 year and 1 month, Samirah's country was hit by a terrible disaster. Allah Ta'ala destroyed the country because of the actions of its inhabitants who worshipped idols and transgressed beyond limits. Then Allah ordered Jibril to save the child and took him to a remote island which is located in the middle of the vast ocean which is called the Yemen Sea. The island inhabited by the Dajjal is known as Jazira, Ats Suban Ar Rahib wa Ad Daba al Halba, which is an island where there are terrible snakes and thick hairy animals. It is this densely furry reptile that guards him as long as the Dajjal inhabits the island. This animal is Al-Jassasa, which can speak like a human. The island is small like a pile of rocks, and separated from the cluster of islands that are many in number. Dajjal all day long, all year, always sleeps like a cave dweller. To note that the Dajjal story is not found in valid history. As for the truth, we still need valid references other than what the books and literature in this video tell us. However, if it is true, so as Muslims ask Allah Ta'ala to be given protection so that they can be safe from the slander of the Dajjal at the end of time. Wallahu alam bishwa.